All right, Vaughn, we're down to the. Let me get my mic up here. Let me get close. Let me get real nice for everyone to hear me.
Yeah, because I had trouble hearing you there for a
We're
minute.
down. We're down to the 25th hour, ladies and gentlemen, and
Uh,
the ticker down below has a link to Vaughn's Cash App. I mean, if everyone watching us today, we got 15 viewers, 20 viewers. Everyone donates $20. We can help Vaughn. Stay.
yep, that's right.
Maybe he could do a payment plan with the backers and just if we need big donations. Let's just say we need someone to donate a couple of thousand.
Yeah, if we got somebody that's somebody that's got lots of money and they're just
Why not?
bored out of their skull, and you know, I mean that would help. I tell you, these millionaires and billionaires that have tons and tons of money. What's $2,000 to them? Nothing. It's pocket lint, literally. I mean, Trump is a multi-billionaire, and so $2,000, $5,000 to him would literally be pocket lint, pocket change. I mean, that would be nothing to him.
Someone
And
said
and
ask
Elon Musk
G-Man.
is the
Well,
same way, and Warren Buffett same way. These guys that have shit tons of money, $2,000, $5,000 ain't nothing to them, not a damn thing. So I mean, but the Cash App is down there. We're doing this stream in the hopes of maybe generating a little bit of money to hopefully help out. That's the whole point of the stream, is to try and get a little bit of money and pardon me, and hopefully get some shit worked out. So, but and then of course there's the lottery, which goes in on Friday the 13th. And me being a pagan, see, Friday the 13th usually is unlucky for most people, but me being a pagan, I'm hoping there's some reverse psychology going on there, and Friday the 13th can end up being lucky for me, and I win the lottery, and everything changes at that point. But until then, I have to keep going on the way I'm going, and so the Cash App's down there on the crawl space there, and help me out if you don't care. $sign James
how you
Paul
doing? Can I get
Montel,
a mix for you?
or yeah, James Paul, I'm helping you now. So help me out if you
What
don't care.
flavor? What flavors do you have on the?
Oreo, M&M's, and Hershey's fruit.
I'll take
And
Oreo. Thank you.
and
That's it.
so
That's all.
$5.
it's always the same. It's just a shame. That's all.
Thank
I
you.
could leave, but I won't go. No, my heart will tell me
So
so.
yeah, we're down to the nitty gritty, and we got to get our act together. That's all it really
Yeah,
comes down to. We got to get
that's
our
what it
get
comes
the
down
shit
to.
together.
Yeah, that's what it
We
comes down to. And hopefully that's exactly what will happen. Is that it's always in that 12th hour, man, or 24th hour if you do military time. It's always in that 12th hour, and then at the last possible second, they turn everything upside down and say, "Here you go." And it's like, hopefully, well, Friday the 13th might be my lucky day. You never know. But until then, my cash app's down there, and if 20 of you would give $20, that'd be fine. That'd be great. It would be great, man. It'd help me out a lot. That's for damn sure. See, 20 times 20, that's $400. That would pay my bills, get me caught up and stuff, and everything would be fine.
thank you so much. You have a pleasant night.
But we're gonna
I
see
got
what.
myself a ice cream bun, and
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
relax,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it easy.
Get some ice cream and relax, buddy. That's why I just had me some Blue Bunny. So I just
Yeah,
had
you rubbed off on me on that one,
yeah,
man.
the Blue Bunny soft, man. That's great.
Oh, I don't like it soft. I like it hard. The
Yeah,
trolls are
but
gonna take that out of context. The
they're going to
trolls
take
are
that
gonna.
out of context. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they'll take that out of context. But I mean, the bad thing about it, when you buy ice cream, though, you take your spoon and you try to dip it in there and you bend your spoon. That's real annoying. So, Blue Bunny got wise and came up with this
I
soft
find
ice
that
cream.
only to be the case when it comes to like Briars, but I've
Right?
never had that problem if I buy Friendlies or if I buy Turkey Hill.
Oh,
They
it's only
always had the
Brian? Really?
Yeah, with me, well, my experience, Briars is shit. So
Huh. Well,
I fucking hate Briars. I fucking hate Briars. I
well,
will
I hate
not eat
briars too
Briars.
because they hurt. You know, they stick you and then they hurt. You know, so I hate briars too.
Yeah,
I'm
you're being
making
a
a
little
joke.
facetious there. Yeah.
I'm being a little facetious there. Yeah, I'm being a little facetious.
I never bent the spoon. Well, that's because you're a fucking. You haven't donated to Vaughn. You got to donate to Vaughn a
Yeah,
couple bucks.
donate, man. Just, you know, break the ice and donate, and you know, prove everybody that you're better than the sum of your parts, and donate and help out. You know, hey, the
Donate
Cisco, if
today,
that's
baby.
I don't know if that's the real Cisco, but he says he's heading to bed soon. But is John coming to get you? No, John tried every way he could to find somebody to help me, and nobody would.
I have nowhere to put Vaughn. I mean, I can't keep Vaughn in my car. You fuck. I have trolls making 20 videos a day saying, "Oh, elder abuse." John's doing elder
Right.
abuse. That's what I'll get, you know.
Go
And
to
believe
Jersey
me,
City, he said.
I almost want to fucking cry my eyes out. You know, it sucks.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
sucks
pretty
knowing
bad.
that these people fucking are these financial backers, man, are fucking scum of the world, man. They're scum of the world.
Well, let's drop it. That's over. We're moving on.
They should at least let
And
you stay in that trailer until you can find a place to
moving.
go. You know.
We're gonna move on, and we're gonna
All right, we'll move
and
on.
and
I,
and
I I'm
um,
saying enough. I said enough. I said enough.
and I'm gonna believe that maybe we'll get some donations tonight and everything will be fine, or that I'll win on Friday and everything will be fine. So that's what I'm gonna believe.
Amen. I
That's
guess
what I'm
that's what
gonna
we have to
believe.
believe. I guess.
I've never been a spoon while getting ice cream out of an ice. Well, you're I don't know.
We got a
You never.
fucking wild animal pretending to be Robert Frost. You know what, Robert Frost? I'm sorry to do this to you, but you're gonna get your fucking ass handed to you. Goodbye. Robert Frost, the poet. Was he a poet, Vaughn? The Robert Frost, or
Yes,
was?
Robert Frost was a famous poet. Yes,
Oh, okay, that's a different Frost. That's not
that's a
your
different
Frost.
Frost. Yeah, it's a different Frost.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. Robert Frost was a famous poet. One of my favorite poems by him was The Fog, and
Oh
the
yeah.
poem. Yeah, the poem says the fog walks on cat's feet or something like that. It was a very nice little poem. They're kind of like haikus, you know. They're short. They're short and sweet.
A haiku, huh?
But yeah, Robert Frost. He was a famous poet back in the I don't know 1700s, 1800s, something like that, maybe 1900s. But it was a long ass time ago. And
Yeah, someone says if 20 trolls gave $20, that would help Vaughn out tremendously. Yeah, it would. It would fucking
but
do
yeah,
wonders.
yeah, whip out a calculator. 20 times 20 is $400. $400 right now would pay all my bills. I don't have that many bills. If I could get $400 tonight, I'd get all my bills paid. They'd all be paid, dude.
20 times 20 is not 400, Vaughn. It'd be 2,000.
It's 2,000.
Yeah, it'd be $2,000, right?
Well, why'd I get 400 then? What the fuck?
That would be. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I can't do
20
math. Maybe I can.
times 20
Yeah.
equals
Before, because you got two zeros
400
before.
bucks.
So 2 times 2 is 4, then 2 zeros be 400. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So it'd be $400. And what $400, I'd pay all my bills. All my
Yeah.
bills would be paid.
That wouldn't be too bad. 20. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. 20. Yeah, two times 2 is 4. Then you got 2 zeros. That's 400. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so that'd be 400. If all my bills are paid, can I stay there? Yeah, for the moment. For the moment. So, obviously we need to expedite some things, But yeah, for now. How's the SSI coming? I don't know. I mean, they keep saying there's nothing there, but Corbin says there is something there and that it's pending. So I don't fucking know. I'm one confused puppy on that one. Because I called Corbin. Corbin says, yeah, you got something pending. And then, but everybody else is saying you ain't got shit, and you won't get shit for 3 years.
Is carbon federal or local? What is that?
That's a good question, and I've gotten both answers. Some say that SSI and disability and shit that's a state level thing, and then I've got other people on the other side saying no, it's a federal thing. And so I just back out of the way and let the two fight it out, because I don't know which. I don't know
I'm
which.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's federal, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was federal, but there's a group saying no, it's state. So who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? I ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
What time do you have to be out? I don't. Not. I don't now. Things have been smoothed over to the point to where everything is fine right now. So we're gonna let sleeping dogs lie for right now, and then like I said, hopefully I'll win the lottery Friday, or I'll get some money tonight, and then pay my bills, and everything will be just ducky. You know. I'll tell you what. If there's somebody that feels particularly generous out there, John showed me an ad in Walmart where you can get a wind air conditioner for $125. So if somebody's feeling particularly generous, you can give me $125 on my Cash App down below, and I can go get me a wind air conditioner. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be a nice present.
That'd be real nice, because then I wouldn't be sweating to the oldies every day. Dude, you have my social security number. You know I can go get a new one, right? I can just go to the social security office and get another social security number, right? I mean, okay, you got my social security number. Big whoopty shit. I mean, I'm broke turkey, man. I ain't got fuck all. I don't have nothing. Literally nothing. You trolls saw to that. So I mean, so what if you got my social security number? It don't mean shit. It means
Hell yeah,
absolutely
don't
nothing.
mean shit. Yeah.
It means absolutely nothing. And like I said, I can go to social security office and just get another social security number. It's not that big a deal. It isn't.
Yeah,
Not
you could
anymore.
just say you got compromised. Someone stole
Yeah,
it.
all I got to say is that my social security number is compromised and I need a new social security number. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. And then they issue me a new one. Now, it might take a while to get it, but so what?
Oh, these trolls are fucking dumb.
Social security is backlogged. Well, I don't doubt that. Everything is backlogged, apparently.
Your mother's fucking pussy's backlog with all the cock going in and out of it. Fuck me, man.
SSI is state, but the Fed backs poor states that can't offer it, like Kentucky. But New York is only state funded. Oh, okay. I thought there was some back and forth there, but um, I don't. It doesn't really matter. I mean, but it's really weird because
You know
like
what?
you
I
were
I
saying that
kind of I kind of agree, sort of, kind of, with this David comment. He says you were not competent to enter into the contract with the backers, aka the scammers. You probably should have had a lawyer involved, Vaughn. You probably shouldn't have done it yourself.
I probably should have had
Now,
a
now
CPA
looking
or
back
something.
on
Huh?
that, Vaughn, I agree. You probably should have had someone look that over, man, because these people. I know you don't want to talk about the backers, but man, they bent you over the barrel and
Yeah.
fucked
Well,
you good, man.
like I said though, what's done is done. I've smoothed things over with them. Everything
Okay,
is
if you
fine
say
now,
so. I
and
I
we're
hope
gonna
I believe in you.
and I'm gonna and we're gonna move forward, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can get some money tonight to pay the bills. And because I do, my car insurance, for example, is behind twice. um, my internet is coming up from being behind twice. My mobile device is behind twice. So yeah, I need some money tonight to cover the backlog of my bills, and then hopefully I'll win on Friday and everything will be fine. But it's just the idea of it.
Yeah, it is. The idea of it is just sickening. It makes it. Vaughn, you there? Honestly,
Yep,
man,
I'm
I
here.
want to fucking puke. I mean, I do. I
Yep,
fucking
I'm
want to.
here. I am here, dude. I am here.
I
I
want
am
to.
here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I honestly want to fucking puke over the situation, man.
Yeah, well, it can be pretty hairy. Yeah, it's pretty hairy. It ain't Debbie hairy, but it's pretty hairy.
I mean, especially
Zoom.
those. I know you don't want to talk about, but
No, I don't, because I've got everything smoothed over right now.
all right.
I want to keep it that way.
Let's keep it that way. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, because I've got everything smoothed over, and like I said, yeah, maybe I can stay here until I can, get together, or maybe go get in the double wide down the road and stay there, maybe even a little for a while. But even that's not permanent. They're still trying to get the housing for me and stuff, and they're still trying to get some money out of my estate. It's a sad fucking shame that Clay County can't step up and
Yeah.
say, hey, and say, hey, the Frost illegally took your inheritance. They should have to give it back. But see, Clay County don't want to step up and do the right thing, and that's I don't know
No, they
why.
don't want to step up.
I don't know why. I don't know why, man. I
Step
mean,
up.
like I've said publicly and privately, if this shit had happened in Ohio, it wouldn't have went 2 feet. Ohio would have been like, hey, wait a minute, what the hell you doing here, dude? And that would have
Yep.
been the end of
Yep.
it. That would have been the
They
end of
would
it.
have dropped. They would have dropped the people's elbow on that and squashed that like a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's a full moon outside. Holy shit, Vaughn! It's like a full moon.
Really?
It's got to mean something. Maybe we should say a prayer or something about.
Maybe
We
the
need
gods
them
and
to come
goddesses.
through, man. We need to come. We need
We
God.
need we need a financial miracle. We need for the gods and goddesses to come through and help me out financially a little bit. Because like I said, I'm behind all my bills twice. Okay, I'm behind on my bills twice for everything, which means I'm going to be shut off about the 22nd, 23rd, something like that, 26th, whatever, somewhere around in there. So we could use some money tonight on my Cash App. My phone is not ringing. Need to get some money on my Cash App, and then
Let's make it happen, people. Come on, make it
and then
rain,
Friday.
baby.
I mean, come on. If there's 20 of you out there watching,
20 of
each,
you fucking pricks out there can give some money.
yeah, and well, if there's 20 of you out there watching, and each one of you gives $20, that's
We got
400.
21 people
I'll be
out
able.
there.
I'll be able to pay all my bills. I'll be able to get caught up. So come on, man.
Exactly.
Help me out here, folks. Help me get caught up. I mean, holy shit, it's not that big a deal. It's not like we get on here and ask every day for money. We don't do that. We
We
probably
don't.
should, but we don't.
No, we don't.
But so yeah, so the whole point of the stream is to try and get some money to get me caught up on my bills, because I'm behind twice now on my bills. So I need to get caught up on my bills, and hopefully everything will be all right. I get $400 tonight on the Cash App. I'm good, man. I'm good to go.
We need
If
everything
everybody,
fine like Frog here. We need everything to be hunky
if,
dory again.
if everybody watching right now would give $20, I'd have all my bills paid. It'd all be paid. So come on, guys. Let's get it together. Come on, let's get it together. I mean, you can give $750 to fucking TJ. You can give nine
That
hundred
fat
dollars.
fucking piece of shit, yeah.
Yeah, you can
He
give
poured
700
fucking hot chocolate on his fucking nuts.
on his nuts. Yeah.
And you can't even give Vaughn money, and he buys a normal.
Well, you know what they say, John. Peter, Paul, and Joyce got nuts, and Mounds don't.
Vaughn, you're not a sexual deviant. You should be the one that's getting the money, not him.
You're kind of robot in there a little bit, but anyway. So yeah, if I can get like $400 tonight, if everybody give $20, that's if all 20 of you give $20, that's $400. I could get all my bills caught up, and everything will be okay. I mean, you give, like I said, you give $750 to TJ, give $900 to fucking drunken peasants, you give $1,000 to fucking Ernie Chrysler, but you can't give me $20. Why? Why not? What's the difference? That's the thing. What's the fucking difference? Oh, there isn't. There isn't any difference. So I mean, come on. It's not like you can't do it. You can do it. You just don't want to do it for whatever reason. You know, if you cared that much, you could help out. I mean, if I had money and somebody really needed help, I would help out because you know, I'm a human being. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm a human being. But whatever. But anyways, everything is going smooth over at the moment, and everything is cool. So we're going to keep it that way. And I'm going to believe that either I get some money tonight. Hopefully, I get a little money tonight to tide me over until Friday. But then hopefully Friday, then I actually win the lottery, win something anyway. You know, if I just won $1 million, the government gets half of that, so I'm left with 500,000. I take the 500,000, I pay them off. I go get my dog back. I go get my kids. Get all my repair work done to the houses, and then everything goes back to normal. And that's, you know, that's the ultimate plan right there. Get everything back to normal if I can. In terms of earning an income, yeah, maybe. They have such a long waiting period that they are not taking any new applications. No, David, I think you misunderstand me. You mean to get into housing, into public housing? That may be. I don't know. That may be. I don't know how long it.
He don't know what he's fucking talking about. What are you listening to?
Well, no. David Anthony may be right on this. You know, because apparently what I'm hearing is that everything is backlogged. You know, all the federal government bureaucracies, they're all backlogged for some reason. Why? Don't know. Does it have anything to do with Trump? I don't know. But, you know, a lot of the government bureaucracies are all backed up. You know, they even said so. And I went and, you know, looked online at some things, and those were backed up. So yeah, he's right. A lot of government agencies, for whatever reason, are backed up. And, you know, and it's pretty hefty backup even. You know, it's like a few months at least. So, you know, he's right about that. But, you know, how about a leap of faith, guys? How about believing by faith that we're going to get through this and that everything's going to smooth out? How about that? You know, let's try that. Let's try that shit. You know. Is it the strawberry moon? I don't know. I don't know which moon it is. That's a good question. I'd have to look it up. It was a strawberry moon. I think that's a pleasant thing. I guess I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I haven't heard strawberry moon in a while. You know, maybe from years ago or something. Strutting that ass. I am not getting on that website. No, I'm fucking not. What's it called? OnlyFans or whatever? No, I'm not getting on that shit. Forget it. Besides, I'm old, fat, and ugly. Who the hell's going to be looking at my OnlyFans? Yeah, nobody. So cut the shit, all right? Cut the shit. Ain't nobody going to be looking at my ass. But now, having said that, if I could get PayPal working, which I can't, because I think they've disabled my new PayPal account. I started a new PayPal account, and I think they disabled it or something. And see, Nexus uses PayPal to pay me. Damn, that didn't sound healthy. Holy shit. And see, Nexus uses PayPal to pay me. And so I'm going to contact Nexus. In fact, I'm contacting them today because I'm owed some money from Nexus, believe it or not. How much, I do not know. But I'm owed some money from Nexus. But even if it's $50, that's $50 I didn't have. But, you know, I'm going to contact Nexus and see if there's a way to get paid without using PayPal. Because your dumbasses told PayPal I was a fucking neo-Nazi. And so I'm perma-blocked on PayPal, apparently. So now I got to find another institution that Nexus uses. Or maybe they can just cut me a check. I don't know. Because they use PayPal. They've always used PayPal. And if your dumbasses hadn't got me banned at PayPal, I would be okay. I'd probably got a check from them by now. Why in the fuck did you tell them I was a damn neo-Nazi? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard of, but dumbasses don't do any research, I guess. That's okay. Anyway, whatever. Vaughn's SS number is in Mexico as we speak. Nobody cares. Hey, I'm broke turkey. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. New Babylon Marshall says you lied about being homeless.
I'm still fucking echoing. Am I echoing?
You're not echoing. You're roboting a little bit for some reason, and I don't know why.
Fuck me.
I
Fuck.
don't know why I don't know why it's happening. I don't get it. I
You
don't
lied
understand.
about being homeless tomorrow to gain some cash from your viewers playing the pity game so you pay off your new computer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you
What are
talking
you what are
about?
you
'Cause that makes
fucking
no
talking
sense.
about?
New Babylon Marshall.
Vaughn never claimed to be going to be homeless. He just claimed that he's losing everything because of these financial backers. That's all.
Right. Yeah,
That's
I never said I'd be homeless necessarily. But I mean, of course, obviously, I mean, I got to have a place to go to, obviously. But I'm not, I never said. And by the way, I paid for the computer with cash. Okay, what are you getting that I need somebody to pay the computer off? I paid cash for that. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Get your story straight. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Shanny made money there. Well, here's the thing, Shanny, and Rev, they are an interesting situation. I really don't understand why people were giving them tons of money either. I really don't. I don't get it. When somebody's got $2 million in the bank and y'all are giving them money, why? I don't get it. That makes no sense to me. Dude's sitting on $2 million and y'all are giving him money. Why? And here I am with nothing, and y'all won't give me a dime. You'll give TJ $750. You'll give Drunken Peasants $900. You'll give Ernie Chrysler $1,000, but you won't give me no money. Why? Why is that, trolls? Why?
yeah. I don't make.
You
No
created
sense.
this fucking mess. I think you ought to pay to fix it, don't you? I mean, I think you ought to pay to fix it. You made
Yeah.
the mess. I think you should fix it. Call me crazy.
That
Because if
seems
you
like a
trolls,
reasonable thing.
if it had been for you trolls meddling in my private affairs, none of this shit would have ever happened. That's a fact. That's not my opinion.
That is
That's a
fucking
fucking
what
fact.
now. Preach it.
That's a
Preach it,
fucking
Vaughn.
fact. So reach into that wallet,
That is
pull
absolutely
out some money,
100% true on that.
reach in the wallet or reach into your purse and pull out some money and fix this shit. Because you guys messed it up. You guys are the ones that started all this shit, digging into my personal life, calling down here, starting a bunch of shit. You guys did that. Ain't nobody put a gun to your head and made you do it. You did it of your own free will and volition. So reach out your wallets, reach out your purses, and make this shit right. If you can give $900 to fucking drunken peasants, if you can give $750 to TJ and $1,000 to Ernie Chrysler, you can work to make this right. You can make it right. Now, whether you do or not, and if you don't, well, then you're a scumbag. Sorry, because you created the problem. You should fix the problem. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel about it. If I make a mistake, it's on me to fix it, not somebody else. It's on me to fix it. You made this mistake. You called down here, started a bunch of shit with Clay County. You should fix it. You should make it right. And that's just how I feel about it. You should make it right. Now, whether you do or not, well, that's a good question. But that is the purpose of this stream, is to get some money to get my bills caught up And then after I get my bills caught up, then, you know, hopefully Friday, I win the lottery, everything will be fine. You know.
Oh, is that so? I'm nasty to you? Oh, really?
John is nasty.
I'm so
Oh,
mean.
God.
I am just such a nasty prick. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
such a
whatever.
nasty prick.
What
Oh,
are
you
the
mean
PC
person.
specs? Do you really want me to tell you the PC so you can fucking go into my computer and fry it? Or do you think I'm stupid?
That's what
Do you
they're
think I'm
looking to
stupid?
do.
Yeah, well, of course that's what they're wanting me to do. Give them all the specs on my computer, and then they go on the computer and fry the fucker. No, I'm not stupid, dude. I'm not stupid. It's a powerful computer, though. It's brand new, and it's powerful. I'll say that.
Yeah, we could say that. Yeah.
I can say that it's a Mojo Ryzen. I can't say that.
Mojo rising.
Speaking of the Doors, by the way, folks, I made another Doors song. Go check it out at my Odyssey
Go
karaoke.
on and touch me, babe.
Yeah, touch
Can't
me.
you see that I am not
Uh, uh,
afraid?
by request
What
from
was that
John.
promise that you made?
Yeah, John
Oh, what was
requested.
it that she said?
Oh, there we go. Hi, buddy.
I'm gonna love you till the heaven stops the rain.
Remember when they left the door open during their move and said, take all the shit in the home? Seems like I did hear something about that, but, you know, again, I'm not a YouTube troll, so I don't pry into their personal shit, you know. But I do seem to recall them saying something to that effect, or the trolls claiming they said so. You know, when somebody claims they said something, that doesn't necessarily mean they said it. It just means somebody claimed that they said it. You know, you
Yeah.
you don't find out if they said it or not until you ask them. Then you say, okay, you know, and then they say, well, we said it or we didn't say it. You know, so I mean, that's not how hacking works. Well, I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Well, there's multiple different ways to hack someone.
There's
So
multiple different ways to hack shit. Absolutely. And I'm not going to give out the specs on my brand new computer so that somebody can come along and fry the fucker. That would be very stupid on my part. You
we
know?
got 30 viewers. If all 30 people donated, $50 to Vaughn,
Yeah, if everybody donated $50, man, I'd get all my bills paid, caught up, and
30
shit.
times 5 is 8, and 2 zeros, that'd be $800, man.
Mm-hmm.
Help out Vaughn.
Yep, I'd get all my shit caught up, and everything would be ducky. You know, let's make it happen. That's the purpose of the stream, is to get some money to pay my bills until the Friday gets here, and hopefully I can win the lottery and get everything squared away then. That's the plan.
Vaughn, you really need to win big on this lotto, this
I
next
do need
lotto
to win
draw.
big on this lotto. Yes, I do need to win
You
big.
need to hit, not win. You need, this needs to be like, this is like the Hail Mary pass on this
Right,
one.
right. Yeah, unless nobody.
This is almost like Biden in the basement with the fucking fake president's
Right,
Oval Office. You need a Hail Mary to keep you going, man.
unless nobody hits it, and then I play again. You know, if nobody hits it, I just play again. But being Friday the 13th, and me being a pagan,
It's got
I'm
to mean
hoping
something, yeah.
I'm hoping that there's some reverse psychology there, and instead of being bad luck for me, it's good luck for me, and I can win, and then everything will be all right. That's what I'm hoping. Lua Depot, oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Where the hell you been? When you called me a troll? Not true. I need a handyman in Hawaii. You need a handyman in Hawaii? You do?
Is that a reference to Schneider Handyman
Yeah,
or
is that a reference to Schneider Handyman, aka
Father Judgment?
Father Judgment? Yeah.
The
Is
one
that
of
what,
our biggest hater trolls
one
there
of our
is.
biggest trolls, right? Yeah. One of our biggest trolls. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, if everybody watching gave $50, my bills would be paid and I'd be all right. Like I said, you gave $909.11 to fucking drunken peasants. A literal drunk that sits on his ass and won't
A
work.
drunk ne'er do well. a fucking drunk
It's somebody that literally sits on his ass and will not work, and he is able-bodied and capable of working. So don't ever speak to me about work or a job ever again, because that guy is young, he is able-bodied, he could get out and go get a job. I notice you guys don't jump his ass for going and getting a job. Why is that? Why won't nobody go after drunken peasants and tell them to go get a job? Huh? Why is that? You guys used to tell me all the time, go get a job, go get a job. Okay, why aren't you saying the same shit to drunken peasants? Why? Why ain't you doing it? You say it to me, why don't you say it to them? He is young, he's able-bodied, he could go get a job at any time. He just chooses not to.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
Who wants to choose to be a ne'er-do-well? Is
TJ is the same way. TJ is young, he can go out and get a job. And you guys gave him $750.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear no shit, man. I don't want to hear no shit from nobody. If you guys give these drunks that lay on their ass and won't fucking work, and you give them money, you have no excuse not to give me none, especially after what you've done to my family, right? You know, common fucking sense here.
For sure.
Well, I thought you were going to Jersey tomorrow. Well, that kind of fell through, at least for the moment.
I mean, I can't have Vaughn living in my car with me. I mean, someone was telling me you're gonna have a man, 60-year-old, living in your car. They're gonna be calling. The trolls are gonna be making video after video saying you're
right,
committing
saying it's elder abuse and shit. Yeah.
And you could probably get hurt, Vaughn, staying in the car by yourself. It could
probably. I don't think so, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
tough it out. You really think you could survive the heat and stuff like that?
I've survived in a lot worse conditions, bro.
Wow.
You forget. I went through survivalist training in the military and the government. I went through both. Did you get any donations yet? No, Kinski, you can be the first. My Cash App is down there. You can leave me $20 and help me out. And you know, once people see that you gave me a donation, they'll be inclined to do the same, you know, and it'll be a snowball effect. So you can be first, Kinski. Just, you know, ring my Cash App right now, put $20 down, and dare everybody to match it. That's all you got to do. It's a piece of cake. Piece of cake. It's not hard. Who are the Drunken Peasants? The Drunken Peasants is a show on YouTube. It's a show on YouTube where they talk shit about me, where they talk shit about Reb and Shanny, where they talk shit about John, where they talk shit about G-Man. You know, and that's all they do all day, is sit around and get drunk and talk shit about people. And they were given $909.11. That thing up there at the top, $909.11. Okay, so if you can give $909.11 to a fucking drunk that's able-bodied and will not work, you can give it to me. And like I said, why aren't you guys over there screaming at him to go get a job? Why is that?
They don't like losers wanting to get a job. They don't do that.
You did it to me. Why don't you do it to the Drunken Peasants? Why didn't you do it to TJ? Why didn't you do it to the TJ's buddy, whose name totally escapes me at the moment? Why didn't you do that? They're young, they're able-bodied, they can go get a job. Why didn't you go after their ass and say,
hey, laundering. They probably gave them fake money they donated, and they probably donated.
I don't know. Yeah, they could claim it was elder abuse. Yeah, they could do that. It wouldn't be, but they could say it anyway, just to try to get John in trouble. On my end, it says PC specs, Ryzen, 32 gig RAM, 4060 graphics card. Well, I upped the RAM a bit, so it has more RAM. And the Ryzen chip is very powerful, so it's very, very powerful. I only have Australian dollars. I can't use Snapchat. Sorry, Dad. Well, I don't know. Seems to me like if you give money to Cash App, it ain't going to matter whether it's Australian dollars. Cash App don't give a shit. As long as you give them money, they'll convert it for me. You know, that's the beauty of Cash App. You guys even have Cash App? You guys probably don't even have Cash App, do you? Do any of you trolls have Cash App? Any of yous? I bet you don't. I bet you don't even have it. That's why you ain't been. That's why you ain't been donating, because you just don't have Cash App. Period. Never got it. Never downloaded it. It's free. It's 100% free. And you put your personal information in there, your bank information in there, and your credit cards, and you're good to go. You might want to fill out your two-step authorization, though, so that you can give unlimited amounts of money. Cash App is American only. I don't know. Is that true, John? Is Cash App American only?
As far as I know, anyone can use it.
I thought anybody could use it. Is that what they're telling you? That it's American only? That you can't send Australian dollars? That don't make any fucking sense. Seems like it would be used around the world. But I don't know. You could be right. It could be American only. I don't know. I never really thought about that, actually. Cash App is an American thing. Us who live outside the U.S. cannot use it. Oh, wow, really? Well, fuck me. That sucks. I thought Cash App was for everyone. I did. I really did. Okay. Well, what do you use? Because I've got Stripe, I've got Cash App. I did have PayPal, but they closed it down, I think. So what do you use to transfer money? Let me know. If it's a free app, I'll go get the free app, fill out my information, and then you can send me some money, right? Let me know, because I've got Stripe. Have you tried Stripe? Have you tried sending me something via Stripe? Because I got Stripe. I got Ko-Fi now. And I think Ko-Fi is international. Let me go. I'm going to Google and see if Ko-Fi is international. I'm going to beat the punch on this one. Ko-Fi international? Ko-Fi is a platform that allows people to make donations to various users who are typically creators. It is similar to Patreon and can be used to fund income for creators. Ko-Fi allows supporters to send tips to their local currency, and it will be converted to USD using the current exchange rate. However, Ko-Fi does not allow international payments and donations. I don't understand. I mean, it just said that it would convert it to American money, but then it says, I don't understand it. That makes no fucking sense. I don't know. Try it. You could try sending me some money to Ko-Fi. See if it works. Can't seem to get international payments. Okay. I can't seem to receive international payments on Ko-Fi. So basically, I write as a hobby. Thought I could monetize it a fair bit through voluntary tipping. I used Ko-Fi, which is a popular individual and freelance tipping website. I made a Ko-Fi account and was going to connect my bank details, but the payment service asked me if I was an individual or a company. Obviously, I put individual option, but then I got a notification saying that they won't process or allow international payments and donation. Holy fuck, man. Ko-Fi doesn't take international payments either? Well, that's fucked up. Okay, well, I don't know what to say then. God damn. I don't understand. That's so messed up. I don't get that. Well, shit, that could be one of the reasons why nobody's ringing my Cash App. It's because they fucking can't ring my Cash App. I don't know. Let me Google Cash App and see what they say about Cash App. Cash App does not work internationally. I don't understand. I don't understand. Does not work internationally. Big fucking letters. Look at this. Big fucking letters. Doesn't work international. What the hell, man? That's so fucked up. I don't understand. Well, no wonder nobody can send me shit. But now, most of you trolls are not international. Most of you trolls are American. So you got no excuse. So come on, cough up some money. But now the ones of you that are international, well, I don't know what to tell you. There's not apparently everything I use is not international. So I don't know what to say. I thought it was, but I guess it ain't. But now most of you trolls are American, so cough up some money. It ain't going to hurt you to cough up some money. Like I said, you give money to drunken peasants, you give money to TJ, you give money to Ernie Chrysler, you give money to all these other haters, trolls, and ne'er-do-wells, but you can't slip me a few bucks. I mean, come on. I don't want to believe that. I don't believe that. What am I saying? I don't believe it. So cough up some cash, man. Come on. Baruch Hashem, yeah, whatever. Any good mods lately with the new PC? I am in the process of doing some more skinning for some of the houses and whatnot, and I'm doing some curtains for the houses, and setting up some sinks and faucets and cabinets and shit for the houses. So I am doing that. But as far as the actual physical building of new items, I got to do that on the old machine still. The new machine doesn't have 2013 3D Max. It's got 2026. And I was hoping that the Havoc tools and the NIF tools, which is tools that I need to make shit, I was hoping that they would work in 2026 3D Max, but apparently not. So I got to go back to my old machine. The 2013 3D Max is paid for. So, and I got a 2018 version that's paid for, but I can't find it. I don't know where the hell it's at. But I paid for a 2018 and I paid for a 2013, which by the way wasn't fucking cheap. That was $1,400 per license. Like, holy fuck, they see you coming and going on that shit. But yeah, 2013, 2018 is paid for, but that's got 2026 on it, and so I couldn't find any NIF tools or Havoc tools that would work with 2026. Found some that would work with 2021, kinda. Supposedly it only kinda works, but I couldn't find nothing for 2026. So screwed, blued, and tattooed again. So I got to rely on the old machine to get to actually physically make shit, like curtains and walls and furniture and shit like that. Todd makes $125,000 a year selling brake pads and lube. Sounds like a personal problem. Is there time to send cash? You never ever want to send cash via snail mail. Never, because it won't make it to me. Somebody will intercept it along the way and it'll be gone, man. Never ever send cash in the mail. And if you send a check or a money order, always make sure that when you send a check or a money order via snail mail, that it's certified. Somebody has to sign for it, fucker. Okay? Because if you don't send it certified, it'll be gone too. Always send snail mail certified if it's got money in it. Always. Without fail. Because if you don't, the money will just disappear, and that'll be the end of that. So, word to the wise, never send cash via snail mail unless it's certified. And the certification doesn't cost much. I think to send it certified mail was like $1 or $2. So it's not that expensive. What I don't understand is why you have a brand new computer but don't have money for bills. Because the money was finite. Okay. In order to pay bills, you have to have money every month. I don't have money every month. That's why I'm trying to get my disability. Hello. So that I will have money every month. But no, the money for the computer was a one-time thing. And, I was told that I had to get the money out of my bank account in order to try to get my disability. And so I did that. And I said, well, the best way to spend the money is to get me a new computer that's modern. And so it's not an old dinosaur like the one behind me. And so that's what I done. That's what I done. Oh, pardon me. Are you going to work on the new Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake? My understanding is that the Oblivion remake is done, isn't it? Isn't it done? I think it's rolling out here pretty soon. I believe it's rolling out here pretty soon. Not 100% sure. I'd have to go look again, but I think the Oblivion remake is rolling out, man. It seems like I saw a video on it a couple days back or 3 days back or whatever, week ago, something like that. Vaughn, how soon do you need to find new lodging? Maybe just fuck the bills and save the money for an apartment. Well, like I said, am I leaving tomorrow? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Besides, ain't you guys even the least bit curious to see if I'll win on Friday the 13th, which is supposed to be a very unlucky day? Huh? You ain't even the least bit curious about that? That's $3,000 it would be nice to have right now. Well, of course, but hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? And besides, like I said, I had to give the money up in order to file for disability because you can't have no money in your bank account when you file for disability. At least that's what I was told. So I had to get rid of it, and the best way to get rid of it was to get me a better computer. Which, I mean, that thing back there is an old Athlon from like 1990 or some shit. Okay, it's a dinosaur, literally. So, I mean, what happened to the money you got when you sold the properties? Yeah, well, we're not going to discuss that. I said I wouldn't discuss it. We're not going to discuss it. Trolls might buy Andrea's old computer if you offer to sell it. Remember seeing that being discussed. Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. I sell them the computer, and then when I go to put the money in the bank, it bounces. So, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I've had that happen to me, by the way. Somebody sends me money, and then I go to put it in the bank. Oh, it's not there. Gee, I wonder why. So no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, man. The money's got to clear the bank before it gets approved. The time we were all talking, y'all could have given $20 to help me out, because I know all of you ain't fucking in a foreign country. Come on, you ain't got $20. You can spend $20 at fucking Starbucks, but you can't spend $20 on me. Why? Why not? I mean, you get a coffee at Starbucks, which is $7, right? And then you get some food. That's $10. Okay, there's $17 right there, almost $20. So I mean, you could spend $20 at Starbucks, but you can't spend $20 for me. Why? Why not? Why can't you help me out, man? I don't understand. Like I said, man, you give $900 to a fucking drunk that's able-bodied and can work but won't. And you give $750 to TJ, he's able-bodied, he can work. And now Ernie Chrysler, I don't know what his current physical situation is, but I would assume he's able-bodied and can work as well. And you give him $1,000. So why the fuck can't you help me out? You guys created this mess. You guys created this mess, calling down here and starting a bunch of shit. So you should be the ones that fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right. You should be the ones that fix it. You
Sure.
messed it up.
We got here, Penny. Who's this Penny bitch?
I don't know. Have you thought about doing survival?
Hey Nate, I don't like that fucking attitude you got there, bub. You gotta fucking wash that mouth out with soap before you get a booted to the face, man.
Yeah, because I have everything coming to me. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Have you ever thought about doing survival? No. No.
What did that
Um,
guy want you to do?
they're wanting me to do a House of Ill Repute, and I ain't going to do it.
Well, those shows are fucking fake where you just try to hunt outside your house. That's
Right. Um, uh, well, like I said, I'm not going to do OnlyFans, so sorry. It's OnlyFans. OnlyFans only works if you're attractive looking. I obviously am not attractive looking, so that's the end of that. That's the end of the debate right there. I'm old, fat, and ugly. Nobody's going to go to my OnlyFans. No, they are not. So I don't know why you guys keep bringing that shit up because it's not going to work. Let's see here. Need to get out of that place. Yeah, well.
fucked up.
Yeah, well, I'm not having anything to do with that sort of thing. And I won't. I will not have anything to do with that. No, I can't do that, Solar. I wished I could, but I can't. Damn, it sounds like you're chewing on your phone. What the fuck? You never know. People are into all kinds of things. Well, that's true, but I don't think they're into my ugly ass. Call me crazy, but I don't think they're into my ugly. You know. X